Welcome back, guys, to the MAC Teambuilder Dynasty. Kind of, if you want to call it a dynasty. We haven't really gotten there quite yet. It's just me today. We are going to have our Week 12 action here. 3 games for you, and then next week's video will be the last video of Year 4, finally. But we are getting there ever so closely. So we're going to have a game here against a fellow 2-6 team, Lake Huron. Got to pick this one up. So far, we are off to a good start. Gaining True Love for a touchdown. Cash Fortuna 5-6 right there. Now we have Ian Kipp. You know, he's no Connor Schlee. He's no Dustin Crum, but we'll see what he's got in store for us today. Obviously, you don't need to be great in order to shred our defense, but Maidman not helping us out with the face mask. And then Bangda, touchdown. Big run for Fast Flash, Penn State. 2nd and 10 here. Fortuna pitching it, and West is going to take it to the house. The linebacker, Michael West. And that is not a good play for the Web Wonders. Not a very wonderful play there. How about Dan Smith up the middle for 33. Nice moves there. 3rd and 8. Cash looking around. He's going to throw it into coverage. Randy Huff with the deflection. We'll settle for 3. Kipp dropping back, throws a strike to Dahl, the tight end. Look at those moves. Atari Dahl. Just going to let that one sink in for a moment. First quarter winding down. Kipp scrambling, and it looks like he's got the lane there. Ian Kipp making me eat my words here. It's 21-10. Got to short things up on defense. So far, not so good. 44 seconds. A strike to Doubleday. Broken tackle. It was just him. Just mano a mano, and Doubleday beats the coverage. Oh, look at his spin. Oh, got himself tackled. Whatever. Don't care. Touchdown. Lake Huron. So 21-17. Maybe. But we'll see the strike here again. Great pitch and catch. Good job. We did go for 2, and we did not convert. So obviously very early to go for 2 against my tendencies, but I said, what the hey. And a throw there to Grayson Beatty. It's one of our first Grayson Beatty sightings. A Patreon recruit. And burned us there. I mean, the ball is just floating in air. And Manning, don't know what you're doing. Ball's behind you, dude. Ugh, terrible. 28-19 right now. We did tack on a field goal. And a pick 6. And who else is it? It's Michael West, the linebacker. 2nd turnover leading directly to a touchdown. So Fortuna is killing us right now. Under 50% passing. A lot of pass attempts, but 2 of them, unfortunately, 2 of his plays have gone the other way for a score. So Gannon Trulove for 34. Trying to stay in this thing, although, I mean, we have allowed 35 points in the first half. So this is not looking fantastic here. Fortuna, a little rollout cheese. We'll take it. You know, it's there. It's there. We'll take the rollout cheese. Not a problem. So we're going to make it 35-26. Kipp's going to float one up the middle to Harris. Marcus Harris for 10. Kent State threatening here. Under 2 minutes. Bangda is loose. He's finding some room. He's going to get a few more yards there. Kent State up to 90 yards rushing. Timeout called. 3rd and 3. Sherwood trying to pressure Kipp, buddy. Who else? He finds Atari Dahl. Touchdown. Okay, under 30 seconds. We're trying to get into field goal range, maybe. Pico catches it, and Wyatt Pico brought down Eric Kegger, the coach, calling timeout. He's got to be on the hot seat at this point. This is year 4. Things not looking great. But a nice pitch and catch there with 1 second, which will allow Lake Huron to attempt the field goal, and it's good. So very weird score here, 42-29 at the half. Okay, let's see if we can short things up defensively. Right now it's 3rd and 13. Bangda's going to catch the screen. Oh, and he slips by. I thought we had him. I thought we finally got a stop on defense. I think we've got 1 so far in the game. Flag, though, so we're going to see if this thing's coming back. Oh, no. It's roughing the passer. Gabriel Montano. And I don't know how you can call that. I mean, it's a screenplay. It's a live ball deep into the play. Kipp going to get sacked, though, by Bloodsaw. That was a CPU play. 3rd sack of the game for Bloodsaw. 3rd and goal, and Kent State goes conservative here. calling a draw play. So Bangda all down for a TR game. We're going to hold Kent State to a field goal. So it's 45-29. Doubleday slips a tackle again. This is one of those games. This is a get-right spot for Othello Doubleday. He's been kind of lagging. He's had a couple games where he hasn't posted a huge number, and he said that it's going to make it work today. And here we go again. 4th and 2. Doubleday down at the 1.5-yard line. First and goal. It's Doubleday. Touchdown again. And Cash Fortuna up to 464 passing, and most of those yards going to Othello Doubleday. Over half, I think, at this point. Kip is hauled down on an option play by Bledsoe. We get a huge defensive stop. 3rd and 5. Fortuna flips one, and it's picked off by Michael West again. And I don't want to say a dagger. I mean, it's 9 points, plenty of game left, but you know, if we can't stop Kent State again, we're probably screwed here. 3rd and 6. Stiff arm, still breaking tackles, and finally Bangda hauled down. 4th and 1. Interesting call here. Kent State goes field goal. I think in real life they might have just gone for it. We got turnover on down. So 3rd and 14. Our defense is stepping up, but we need that stop and a drop by the wide receiver Mitchell. So we lucked out there. Finally get a little bit lucky. 4th and 6 with 7 minutes to go. Pico in traffic. Wyatt Pico makes the catch. Another 4th down here. 4th and 8. 6 minutes left. Down 2 scores. Hits Gannon Truelove. So that was a do-or-die play. If we don't get that, this game's over. Doubleday splits the defense again and gets to about the 3-yard line. So we got 2nd and goal here. JT Ravensburg with the score. So we're looking at a ball game here, guys. 48-43. Kent State goes draw again, and they are shooting themselves in the foot. They are letting us back in this game, and I love it. I will take it. 3 minutes left to go. Fortuna dropping to his left, but it's a floater to Doubleday for 19 more. And he's got 285 yards. He breaks his own receiving record with 13 catches from a couple years ago. He had 12, and he's still killing it. Let's see if we can get him up to 300 yards. Horrible decision there to Hamilton. Fortuna up to 78 attempts. His arm's tired, but it's loose. It's loose. Like, he can't feel it anymore. So I guess that's a good thing, right? 1st and 10. Renner takes it. He might have the lane, and a cutback? Really? Not the greatest control there. Flip up to Pico. Down at the 1-yard line. 14 seconds. We got to pound this thing in, and Stugelmeyer looks like he had a corridor there, but he can't get it in. So it'll be 2nd and goal. We got 1 timeout left. 10 seconds. Hamilton in motion calls a sneak, and Fortuna goes in. This is quite the comeback here, guys. Not expecting this to happen. We have so far held Kent State to 6 points in the second half, and we had a turnover and a turnover on downs, and we still are on the verge of completing this comeback. The 2-point conversion is good. So 5 seconds. We'll be up to Kip here. We played great defense in all second half. Kip's gonna fly one out there. No dice. And what a comeback for Lake Huron. I was not expecting this one. They're down 42-29 at the half, and we hold Kent State to 2 field goals for the distance. And good job for Lake Huron. And, you know, Fortuna gets player of the game. 634 yards, 6 touchdowns, 80 passing attempts. But I feel like Doubleday is the guy. I mean, he almost had 300 yards receiving. Pretty remarkable there. All right, Eastern Michigan, Ohio Western. This is a big game here in the MAC West. Ohio Western dropped their last one to Toledo. So the West is shaping up to be really anybody's game. Eastern's alive here. Toledo and Northern Illinois, the other 2 teams that are well in contention. And with the win, then Toledo is in the driver's seat. So Ohio Western's got to show up here, close things out. They're still ranked. Huge touchdown to Rondell Quill, who's really broken out here. 2nd and 13, we get a draw play for Eastern. And Darius Boone takes it 17. He's had a good year so far. Eastern's kind of a run-heavy team. So May Softly, they like to get him out in the space. But he runs a lot of stuff for under center. So this is not like a typical spread kind of offense. And May Softly going down again. Another huge sack. Not going to convert that. 3rd and long. Criswell goes down, though. So the Ospreys have to give the ball back here. 2nd and 10. May Softly dropping back. He's going to whip one out there to a wide open Jacob Delso. And Delso will score. So now Eastern tying this thing up 68 yards for Delso. The Eagles doing a good job here. All right, 1 minute, Louis Savage. We haven't seen too much of him. Like, he had a pretty good freshman campaign, I feel like, and then a couple other guys kind of step in, get a lot of carries, and Ohio Western shifted more towards his passing attack. But, you know, you'd like to see Savage maybe get a little more action. May softly going to fling this one away on 3rd and 1. So Ospreys get the ball back. Criswell, but they strike, so we go inside the 30 to Withersby. Good play there. 2:50 left in the half. Get a little floater to CJ Roberson. All right, 50 seconds left to go here. 3rd and 10. Looks like he's going to be short. 4th and 1 to Ricky Robinson. And a field goal will be added on. Ohio Western up to 13-7 lead here. 3rd and 4. They're keeping May softly in check. And he's going to lead his man out of bounds. So we're going to skip ahead a little further here. Eastern with a chance. Broken tackle. It's Delso again. So a couple possessions later, they're trading possessions. 3rd and 6. May softly under pressure. He's got to drop the ball. He just lost the ball. Now, I haven't seen that animation really before, but like, come on, dude. Thompson applying the pressure and just careless carrying with the football. So Ohio Western going to start here. It's only 2nd and 13. Big time run. Look who it is. It's Louis Savage for 44 yards. Setting up Eastern Michigan, well, setting up Ohio Western's offense in a good spot here, but option pitch, not going to do it. And Ohio Western settling for the field goal. So it is now 16-7. As the 3rd quarter winding down, it's another field goal fest here for this Ohio Western offense that frankly is just broken. It's not working like it should. You look at the overall ratings for the players and you look at their performance, how they've done the last couple of years. And this ain't it. But they do get a 4th down stop. So time winding here. It'll be 3rd and 9. Looks like Criswell's going to hit his man. That'll be Withersby for a 28-yard touchdown. Texas State, baby. Yeah. Texas State. Rest in peace. Hey, actually, I like their new hire, though. TJ Kinney will probably do a pretty good job there in real life. IRL. Touchdown for Eastern. It'll be Fred Perry. Fred. Way to go, Fred. 1:19 remaining in the game. Trey Best will convert these 2-point conversions. So Eastern's not dead here. They do need this onside kick with all 3 timeouts, and they get a bounce. But that bounce is going to skip into the next county. Okay, that's how hard that thing was kicked. Criswell, your player of the game. Ohio Western gets back on track with a W. It was a little spotty. It was a little bit spotty. You know, I would say the MAC has been upgraded with a lot of your Patreon recruits. They seem to be playing better overall. You got some ranked teams, so the fact that Eastern's 4-5, it's not the end of the world. They're still a decent team, but you know, Ohio Western's supposed to be. All right, we are going to check in here. NIU versus Smoog, and we are leaving things off with a punt. Why do we do that? Because it's going to roll up on the 1-yard line. Northern Illinois got noted Robin killer Harrison Whaley here. He's licking his chops here. He's thinking he can get those 200 yards again like he has historically against this team. New quarterback, though, for NIU, instead of Rocky Lombardi and those types, it's going to be Yost. Yost will be in for NIU. And, you know, he's kind of had some success with this Northern Illinois passing game. They're starting to open things up a little bit more. 3rd and 6, man, popping with a big catch there. Bailey Verlies, he's had a nice year. Mostly when Gold's in charge. We get a big pitch and catch to Van Poppen. Blake Van Poppen got loose there. And Southern Michigan takes a 7-0 lead. Northern Illinois still alive in the MAC West chase. They're going to have to beat Ohio Western at some point here. But we're going to have a flag. Tight end 2s. It's going to get called back. So big touchdown. Not going to count. Fabian McRae with the block. 2nd and 3. Whaley running. Oh, he's running, looking for some room. And gets the 1st down. Harrison Whaley, what do you know? Dancing back there. Gets on the board with the touchdown. NIU ties this thing up 7-7. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from way back here after a sack. Verlies throws a strike. And who else? It's Blake Van Poppen. Big time. big time player today so far. Yost is going to run play action, throws a strike to twos. Oh, the tight end. And the defender's just going to fall down, and Tristan Twos, the tight end. Man, we should have put him in the spotlight instead of Whaley. So far, he's been the guy. Orlando Glover gets a 3-yard touchdown run, so the Robins get the lead back here, but maintaining it is another story, especially with their defense in the shape that it's in. And look who it is, Tristan Twos with a big gain inside the 30. NIU up to 164 passing now, and Twos has 109 of those. Yost gonna sling one to Trayvon Rudolph, touchdown. Hey, it's part of it's getting in the season spirit, the holiday spirit. Rudolph with the touchdown. Ryan Patrick, 4 yards. This is going to set up a super long field goal for Vinny Bosco, and he's just going to clear the uprights. So good kick by Bosco. Southern Michigan in the lead here. NIU sitting at, like I said, 3-2 in conference. They're going to need some things to break their way, but they're trying to catch Toledo and Ohio Western. So they're still alive. And with plays like that, I wouldn't count the Huskies out. Touchdown for Billy Dozier. Good play, Billy. Taking it to the house. 28-24. Gold's going back to the well here with the tried and true Seattle play, and it will be David Jones for the touchdown. Daily release up to 22 for 31. Third touchdown pass of the game. And there's been a lot of offense here so far. Robbins showing up. Here's Tristan Twos. Oh, he gets a block. Segrist. Can he catch him? He's going to push him out of bounds. Tristan Twos for 49. All right, Brown running. Touchdown for the backup running back, Antonio Brown. 35-31. Huskies back on top. And a big time 3rd down and 10, but release under pressure is going to float one to Smith in good coverage by, I can't say that name. I don't know how to say that. Here's a punt. Why do we show punts? Interesting things happen on punts. Ball's loose. It's going to skip right past Darby. And he just misread the hop there. Maybe a little soccer play, you know. Although we're in Jackson, Michigan. We're not in Qatar. So this is the wrong sport for Northern Illinois. But Tristan Twos with a big catch. And Brown, Ontario Brown, the backup running back, taking it in again. So NIU starting to pull away here. They're just a little bit better top to bottom right now than Southern Michigan, who's a D overall team. And it's just tough sledding here. 3rd and 23. Release. Trying to find somebody. Gets it to Downs. They're not going to give him the first. 4th and inches. Release scrambling. The ball's popped loose. And there's our buddy again. Asukwo. And how does that happen? So a big commotion there. Release just refusing to go down and drops the ball. Literally and figuratively. Trayvon Rudolph. Run, Rudolph. 401. 4 touchdowns. Whaley, he only, quote unquote, only had 174. Yost in the passing game, the top producers on the day. Southern Michigan drops another one. It's just a tough situation here for Smooth. They dropped to 3-6, 1-5 in MAC play. NIU 4-2 in MAC play as well. 574 yards for the Huskies. Let's see if Release had 370 with 3 touchdowns. And, you know, running game just wasn't there. This is all passing today. Blake Van Poppen, your player of the game. 10 grabs for 208. All right, Lake Huron. Look at the second half compared to the first half. That was just... We have a tendency to do that. Once we settle in a little bit, start making some big plays on defense, get some sacks. We had 701 yards of offense to 399. Now, a couple of that was because of the turnovers. Kent State set up with a good field position and had 2 defensive touchdowns. So defensively, overall, we didn't play terrible. But, you know, our offense was forced to play at that level. 80 passing attempts for 634 and 4. Our philosophy was just, look, we got a mismatch here. Doubleday and a couple of our receivers, we are just going to stick with the passing game all day. And I guess it panned out because we needed it to. Eastern going down here to Ohio Western, and Ohio Western defends the home turf. Eastern drops to 4-2 in MAC play. So this was a big game for both teams. Ohio Western's backs against the wall here. We probably need to win out, I think, if they are going to get in. You know, dropping to a 3rd loss in conference with Toledo owning the tiebreak is going to be tough. I mean, Toledo's at 2 losses right now as well, but they own the tiebreak. So Alpena beating Buffalo pretty easily here. It is a big win. Gransky kind of solidifying that Heisman hype around him. 5 touchdowns to 1 pick. Had 25 rushing. And Rodrigo McMath, 156 in 3. So Ohio Western, their next game here will be against Western Michigan. Checking in as a B-, but they are 1-8. So something's not working here for the Broncos. Lake Huron 3-3 in MAC play versus 3-3 in Miami of Ohio. This could be anybody's game. Got a couple visiting prospects. Central Michigan at 2-7, 1-5. SMU also at 1-5. And Ohio struggling this year, not playing very well. Alpena at number 4 in the country, 9-0. Looking pretty good there. So let's check out Week 13. Ohio Western plays Central. Western against Southern. Yeah, Lake Huron, Ohio. Alpena, Miami. So I did misspeak. Ohio Western beat Northern Illinois. So they had the tiebreaker over NIU. And then Week 14, we will have Alpena, Lake Huron, Southern Michigan, Ohio Western. The rivalry games closing things out in Week 14. So like I was saying earlier, our next video will be the Year 4 closer. I'm not going to make any promises about when that's going to come out. I was thinking maybe it'd be good to get a Wednesday, Saturday thing next week because we probably owe you guys a couple episodes at this rate since it's almost the end of the year. But we'll see. If not Wednesday, it will definitely be Saturday, but we're going to work on it and try to get it ready. MAC championship game will follow that up, along with a big-time recruiting update because we haven't really talked about recruiting this year very much. So, we're making progress in the series. Hopefully we'll get these teams turned around quickly and we can start competing for MAC titles. But we're going to see. We are going to see. So, guys, if you like this, leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.